Jordan just broke her silence, and the 2026 announcement she just made is changing the music industry forever. Imagine standing at a crossroads with a $100 million contract in one hand and your total freedom in the other. Most would take the money, but Jordan just chose the fire. We begin tonight with a development that has sent shockwaves through the corporate hallways of the music industry. For years, the world viewed Jordan as the quintessential child prodigy, a hauntingly talented vocalist who would eventually be molded into a global pop icon by the highest bidder. However, in early 2026, the narrative was permanently. Sources close to the singer have confirmed that she has officially rejected a massive multi-album deal with a major industry titan, opting instead for a path of total independence. This wasn't just a business disagreement, it was a sovereign declaration. The machine wanted a version of that was safe, polished, and tailored for viral loops, but she demanded something the industry rarely grants: total creative control. By walking away from the eight-figure security of a major label, she has effectively declared war on the traditional gatekeepers of stardom. This shift has left industry executives in a state of genuine panic because she is proving a dangerous truth, that in 2026, raw talent doesn't need a middleman. This independent revolution is the first pillar of her major announcement, and it signals the end of the prodigy era and the birth of a vocal titan who answers to no one. While the labels predicted she would fade without their marketing muscle, her organic numbers are doing the exact opposite, skyrocketing beyond anything the corporate suits could have manufactured. Behind the beautiful melodies lay a wall of silence so thick that even her most devoted fans began to fear the worst. For nearly 18 months, the girl who once filled our screens with soulful covers became a digital ghost, leaving a void that was quickly filled by speculation and concern. In late 2024 and through much of 2025, Jordan vanished from the public eye, fueling a firestorm of theories ranging from health crises to a total retirement from music. But tonight, we can pull back the curtain on that period of silent exile. Far from a vacation, this was a calculated retreat intended to protect the artist from the vultures of the entertainment world. While the world watched her old videos on a loop, was reportedly entangled in a complex legal struggle back in Norway, a dispute involving intellectual property and the right to her own name. Furthermore, whispers of security threats surfaced, claiming that her rapid rise to fame had attracted a level of dangerous attention that forced her family to tighten her inner circle to an extreme degree. She was reportedly feeling DWN in the dumps during this time, exhausted by the weight of a career that had stolen much of her childhood. This period of isolation was her chrysalis. It allowed her to shed the child star skin that had become a cage. The silence wasn't a sign of weakness. It was the sound of a woman rebuilding her identity from the ground up, that when she finally spoke in 2026, her voice would be entirely her own. Most artists struggle to find a single song that defines them, but Jordan has just dropped an entire trilogy that feels like it was written in the stars and finished in the soul. As the 2026 announcement broke, the centerpiece was revealed to be an ambitious, three-part album cycle: Secret of the Soul, Secret of the Star, and Secret of Love. This is no ordinary release. It is a profound artistic manifesto that draws heavily from the private poetry of her grandmother. By blending these ancestral lyrics with a modern, jazz fusion sound, has created something that the factory-made pop of today simply cannot compete with. But with this artistic triumph comes a new wave of controversy. Critics and fans have begun to dissect every verse, looking for exposed secrets about her time spent in the Hollywood machine. Suggest that many of these songs contain coded messages aimed at the executives who tried to silence her or change her sound. This Secret Trilogy has become a cultural phenomenon, proving that there is a massive global hunger for music that feels real, raw, and unfiltered. However, the move has also faced pushback from mainstream radio, who find the complex arrangements too challenging for the average listener. Its response has been a deafening silence, letting the streaming numbers and the sold-out shows speak for themselves. She has bypassed the influencers and taking her message directly to the people who have waited years to hear her true heart. In a world where every concert is experienced through a 6-inch smartphone screen, Jordan is demanding the one thing fans are terrified to give: their total, undivided attention. The final and perhaps most shocking part of her 2026 announcement involves the technical requirements for her upcoming world tour. In a move that has left promoters stunned and insurance companies nervous, has instituted a strict no-digital policy for her premier residency shows. No phones, no recording, and absolutely no backing tracks or auto-tune. This live performance blackout is a direct strike against the artificiality of modern music. She wants the audience to feel the vibrations of her voice in its purest form, without the distortion of a digital lens. While this has driven ticket prices to astronomical levels on the secondary market, it has also sparked a debate about accessibility and the perceived arrogance of the elite artist. Some fans have expressed frustration, feeling that the SHT of these rules makes the experience too exclusive for the average person. But for those lucky enough to secure a seat, the mystery only adds to the allure. Have persisted that the intensity of these shows is unlike anything seen in decades, with performing in near-total darkness, stripped of the movie director glitz and glamour. She is betting everything on the power of her voice alone, a gamble that could either solidify her as the greatest vocalist of her generation or alienate the very fans who built her. The casual observer, it's just a girl without shoes, but to the industry, it's a terrifying symbol of a woman who cannot be bought, sold, or broken. As we wrap up this investigative report on the 2026 transformation of Jordan, we must look at the barefoot philosophy that remains her signature. In an age of high-fashion branding and multi-million-dollar sneaker deals, her refusal to wear footwear has become a silent protest against the vanity of the industry. It's a groundedness that appears to have protected her from the accidental tragedies of fame that have claimed so many other young talents. This commitment to a childhood promise she made to a shoeless girl years ago has become her greatest marketing tool, ironically, by being the one thing she refused to market. However, even this has faced accusations surfacing from critics who claim it's a calculated brand rather than a genuine choice. But as she navigates the complexities of adult stardom in 2026, the truth seems much simpler. She is a woman who refuses to forget where she came from. She has navigated legal battles, security threats, and industry betrayal without losing the core of who she is. The question for the future is no longer about her talent. That was settled years ago. The question is whether the music industry is ready for an artist who has revealed their weaknesses and proven they are no longer necessary. As the 2026 tour begins, the Barefoot Queen isn't just singing. She's leading a revolution, and the world is finally following her lead.